Howdy out there, everybody. This is TJ. I'm your host here at GoFigureNews.com, and today we are taking a look at this brand new exclusive that we just received on our studio doorstep. Now, this is a collaboration between Boss Fight Studio and Kokomo Toys and Collectibles up in our sister state of Indiana. This is the first time that we're taking a look at the Vitruvian hacks. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what the hacks are, it's a highly articulated character kit system. This is the Atlas Warrior Altered Amazon, and these are 4 inches tall, and they are $30, and I believe Kokomo sells these on eBay, and I will have a link down below so that you can check it out, and if you're interested, go and punch in your digits and get yourself one, because let me tell you, these are really good looking for this particular scale of figure, and they have ultimate articulation. Take a look at this gorgeous illustration. I mean, this is a very almost like a la Albrecht Dürer. Now, of course, you know, not quite that on the level of etchings, but they did a fantastic job making this character look super fierce. On the side, it tells us that the characters belong to the sands of time, which I think is pretty cool. Also on the back, there's a little bit of a history and a story. This is Series 1, and I will do a little bit of a close-up here so that you can take a look. One of the things to know about the Vitruvian hacks and the whole lore of this particular series is that it is the Spartans versus Medusa and the Gorgons. So let's open her up and take a look inside. Okay, so here we have an inner packaging, which is pretty simple, pretty cool. Keeps the figure both dust-free and also protected in shipping. So in the back there is some of the additional accessories, and it looks like there's a stand. So I'll put her right here so you can take a look. Wow. Now, one of the things I want to mention about Kokomo Toys is they are a vintage shop. They sell all sorts of cool vintage toys, and not just your run-of-the-mill average like contemporary toys. They have stuff from the deep past, but they also deal in Winston Ma figures. And I have to say that they collaborated with me on getting the recent Wan Kong here. You might have seen our preview, which was the first, and it still hasn't been released, so we're expecting it this quarter, I believe. This is the small base right here, and it is stamped with Boss Fight Studios. It's got 2 pegs, and then we've got all sorts of crazy Medusa gargoyle sneaky things with arms and clamps, and oh, look at that, a scary skeletal dragon of sorts. There is a shield, and it's got the proper holding adapter on the back. And then we've got what looks like it's a sword of some sort, but it also looks like a feather. It also looks like a tail. They've done these in this sort of gold material, gold plastic. It's kind of somewhere between plastic and rubber, and it's got a little bit of a stretch to it, which I think is pretty cool. It looks like the color in the front and the back might be slightly different in terms of the metallics. It also comes with 2 bonus hands. The figure's made of this really kind of cool material. It's like rubberized plastic. That's because it has all these accoutrements. So you can see there's these knee armor, lower shin armor. It requires a few seconds of patience, but once you get it on the stand, it's pretty tight, and it looks like it's pretty solid in terms of being able to stand, even if you, maybe not. Yeah, you can bend it into different positions. Now, this has, as is in the title, has so much articulation. The hips have articulation, the knees, the ankles, the head spins around all the way. You've got side to side motion, you've got the bend in the back and also at the waist. look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is incredible. It's very smooth and it's just really dynamite and so precise for this size. I'm going to give it high cred for articulation. And I'm not a big articulation guy, but I would say that for the most part, any action figure person out there would be. A cool helmet. So check this out, very Spartan-like, very old school gladiator style. And let's see if it just pops right on. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Something that goes on without any question, any issues, any problems. Look at that. I love this little green part here. Look at that shoulder armor. And it's on like a little bit of a harness, and a shoulder harness, and it moves. So that's cool. All these little extra parts. Oh, the arms, the lower arms move back and forth. Let's see how easy it is to get the sword to grip. Oh my goodness. This is like absolutely, this is a joy. Like if you can have an action figure, this is awesome. I struggle with so many action figures in terms of, you know, how to make the items that they give you as accessories to fit, but this went right in. So you can check out the back. As you can see, there's a lot of details. The head just pops right off, and I'm going to pop on the new head. Okay, holy goodness. Okay, check out that face sculpt. Look at that. That's ferocious. So here she is, giving you all that teeth and attitude. Here's the other head just for comparison, side by side. Oh, and lastly, there's also an additional sword. So if you want to do a two-fister, this is a really vibrantly detailed figure. You can see in the side of the leg here, there's almost like an amphibian-like skin on both sides. It's not a tattoo, or it could be a tattoo, I don't know. But because the figure is quite a lizard, I would say that it probably works that way. Oh, holy crap. Check that out. Oh my goodness, now she's very vibrant and vicious. And I love the pop of gold that comes with this dragon head. It's almost like a serpent or a crazy fish of some sort that has been saved from the dead. And speaking of Medusa, look at these. I don't know what you necessarily do with these. Maybe you wrap these around. They've got a little similar head to this here, and I'm going to put it around the figure just to see what happens. I guess you could just drape it in an interesting way. That looks cool. And then you can switch out for the other sword, and as you can see, these two swords are pretty much exactly the same. They're identical swords, and then you have this one, and this one has more of a feather feel. Maybe this is some kind of a royal staff of some sort. Okay. All of these go really smoothly right into the hands, and I love this rubberized skirt sort of kilt. I would say for 30 bucks, there are so many parts and pieces to this. This far outweighs many of the smaller sized figures that would be comparable. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Vitruvian Hacks. This is the Atellus Warrior, the Altered Amazon. Absolutely positively think that this is striking. Just these little head sculpts in and of themselves with these little red beady eyes and the white sort of seething teeth are almost worth the price of admission, but with all the extra accessories, this makes for a fantastic collaboration and a great exclusive that is available now. I noticed as I was flipping online that some of these figures, once they disappear, start to go way up in price. So the collectors of these are very serious about them. So if you're interested in checking out something new and something really cool, go to Kokomo Toys and Collectibles and check them out, and also look at the whole series in its full breadth at Boss Fight Studio. Remember to subscribe, and we'll see you right here next time on Go Figure News. Over and